Hi, I recently bought a small My Buddy and a bigger My Buddy heater, and I recently got a CO2 monitor that's supposed to indicate, whether the air's quality is good or bad. I will link the items in the description below, um, but I wanted to let you know what I found. I know a lot of people look at these heaters for RVing and camping in cars and things like that. I looked at a lot of videos before I bought it, and there was a lot of like contradictions in each video, and it's like, well, I'm not going to know till I buy it. And with any heater, you kind of want to take precautions and stuff like that, and probably have a air quality monitor of some sort. Um, I kind of was curious because, some people sleep with them and stuff going and stuff like that, and I don't know. It kind of makes you think. So hopefully you find this useful, and um, let me know what you think. Thanks. As you can see, I have this big buddy heater that I got. I got actually two heaters. I got the small one and I got the big one. I've had this on for about 35 minutes. And at 35 minutes, my CO2 indicator indicates that it is getting up there. As you can see here, the scale, it's in the yellow zone now instead of the green. And I know people use this to heat up their campers and stuff like that. So to me, I don't know that I would want to go to sleep with this on. I know it's not in the red, but this would concern me enough not to be able to sleep if I was running the heater at the same time, even though I know some campers get really cold and stuff. Now this room, as I said before, is well ventilated, and I don't have a window open in here. But here's my question to people though, is if it's that cold, would you open a window with a heater, which would be kind of counterproductive? Just saying, just something to think about. As you can see, it's adjusting. It's not climbing anymore, and not beyond at this point. But still, if you're sleeping in this and it's considered kind of getting up there, it's like, would it be something you would do? So about 40 minutes into it, it's slowly creeping up here. It had stayed steady for a while at the other temperature, but as you can see, it climbed up a little bit more. Again, the room is ventilated. It's very ventilated. It's one of the coldest rooms in the house because it's so ventilated. I do have it up to 67. So, as I said, to sleep with it on, though it doesn't say it's toxic at this point, it is still not great. It's still kind of in the yellow, so just a thought. So a few minutes later, as you can see, it's still climbing up there. So I am going to shut off the big heater and let it drop back down again. I do have a smaller buddy heater which we can try later on to see how that does. But as you can see, it's slowly climbing up there. I mean, if you look at it, it still is not in the red, but it's getting really close to the red. So I don't think I will ever be putting this into like a bedroom situation or anything like that. It does heat up the room. I'm almost to 70 degrees in here, and it started off like in the low 60s when I first turned it on. So it heats well, but I definitely wouldn't say to leave it on for long-term use. It's not something I would leave on if I was like staying in the room for too long and stuff like that. But that's the big heater turned up on high, and as you can see, it does warm, but it slowly just creeps up slowly. See, it's still climbing. I know this is a little out of order, but we did the big heater. I did the big heater earlier with the detector already running. This is its normal setting mode. That means the air is healthy, has a green smiley face, and you'll notice 1141. And I am going to turn on the little buddy heater, which, you know, as you can see, it's right here. It's not hard to start. You just turn it like this, and then turn it on like that, and you'll notice that it kicks right up. It's a pretty good heater. As you saw, the indicator is in the 500s, so I will let it start up and run for a little bit and pick this up shortly as it warms up. So, and see, it's 11:42 and it's still at 521. I just started it. So the heaters are really nice for the fact that they start right up, but you know, let me kick back in about 5 minutes, so it'll be 11:47 when I kick this back up again, and we'll see where it's at. So it's 11:47. The smaller heater has not really had any major effects. We are still at 539, which is still in the green, so it's doing a little bit better than the big heater. If I do this in reverse, then you know, we're going to take a look at the big heater and see what it does. And you know, obviously it's raising it a little bit, but it's not anything of concern right now. So as I'm going to say a few times in this, I think having a carbon monoxide detector with your heater is really smart. This one has an alarm on it. I don't have to sit here and stare at it too long. It tells me what's going on. I mean, you'll see slight increases and decreases, and that's just the air quality in this room changing. I mean, we're at 67 degrees now because it fell back down from earlier when I was running the big heater, which you'll see what happened with that one. So again, these heaters produce a lot of heat. I mean, they work for what they're supposed to do. I think if I were to rebuy it, it would probably be a one with a fan built into it, that they're a little bit more. But I think the airflow is really crucial for these heaters. I think if you don't have a fan built in, then probably I would recommend, see how it just jumped up, then I would suggest, you know, getting an external fan for it. Small fans aren't that expensive, but anyhow, this is just for information, so I'm going to provide the links down below for this after I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As you can see, it's slightly jumping, but I think the bigger heater I'd be more concerned with, and I don't think I would sleep with either of these heaters running. So just a little indication here. See, it's up to 599, 596. See, it just dropped back down. Can you believe that? 593. See, this one's a little bit more reliable in my opinion as far as carbon monoxide. I'd still get the indicator for it though. Let's see, it's burning nice and warm. It's heating it up in here. It's 68 degrees in here now. So that's all I have to say. Just, you know, be smart about, you know, looking after it if you get one of these heaters, and that should go with any heater you buy. So, but thanks for watching, and hope you have a great day.